Hey everybody, welcome back. It's been a little while. It's Eric from Juniper Acres Firewood. It's been a while since I posted a video, but lots been going on. So I'm having a hard time keeping up with the videos, but still trying to do them when I can, when it makes sense to do it. But we've been doing a kitchen renovation, got the kids' sports, hunting season, lots going on. So it's been quite an adventure. But actually I broke my saw, my Stihl MS291. I broke that saw in late September, early October. I was clearing all the trails at the farm I hunt. I was cutting through a big oak that had fallen down and cut through the first half fine, was cutting through the other half, and just oil started leaking everywhere. So I figured I blew up my saw. I wasn't sure. Never really looked at the internals of the saw. But I was done. Hunted for a while. A month later or so, I took it apart, realized that I blew up everything. Something happened. I don't know if it started with the oil line being cut or if that's where it ended. But cut the oil line that was coming in. Clutch burned up. Some of the brackets on the clutch shattered. Put a hole in the saw. Cut the oil pump. Worm gear was broken. Sprocket was fine, although it had some signs of heat, and I replaced that anyway. The bearing spindle was missing, so it got real hot, shattered everything. So it sat for a while, and then I ordered some parts through Stihl and got them. So the MS291 saw, I got that. I traded a 12 gauge pump shotgun, a goose gun for it. It was used. So it didn't cost me anything, but new, I think they're going for like $400, $450, something like that for the MS291s, something like that. So what I did is I ended up buying some parts for it, replaced it on. I think I spent $175 total. I could have got it all for $25 on Amazon, but I wanted Stihl parts because I do use my saws. Unfortunately, I was able to rebuild it and put it all back together, and it runs, and I used it the other day. But while that was out, I had a friend that saw it posted on Facebook selling a chainsaw. It was a Echo CS590. Had it listed on Facebook, not working. So I messaged him. He's like, you could have it for $75. May just need a tune-up or something. Whatever. So it was an Echo CS590. He had used it for a few years, had a 20-inch bar on it. So I bought that and thinking, well, maybe I can get that running and try to get that saw up and running while I fix my other one. So I was kind of working on both of them at the same time. But let me just show you. Still needs a little bit of tune-up. I did run it with the old bar, and the chain wasn't staying on it very well. And I realize you probably can't see it, but the bar was where you can just like see it's kind of bent. Where is it? Here. It's kind of bent like right here. It's a little bit scarred on the edges, but not terrible. But again, there's signs of heat on the Echo bar too, right up top here. So I figured I might as well just replace it. So I replaced it with, I was doing a lot of research, and it looks like the CS590 is capable and is sold with a 24-inch bar. So I got that bar from the Duke's Bar and Chain. It's a 24-inch, 3/8 pitch bar. So I'm gonna put that on and see how it works. I know it would be better with a 20-inch bar. I probably will put a 20-inch bar back on it. Took the old chain and took it to a machine shop and had it sharpened real good, the one that came with it. But I ended up, there's a tree service. I was out hunting November, and across the way where I got some tree service wood last time, they were cutting down this big beech, and I took my trailer over there. They loaded my trailer up with as full as it can get, and then he asked if I wanted them to drop off the rest of the tree with the dump truck. I said sure. He brought it here, dumped it. I'm not loving all of it. It's got a lot of branches coming off of it, but there's a couple big sections that are going to be good. But they're like, I don't know, probably 2.5 feet wide, 3 feet wide. So it's a big tree. So I figured I'd try it with the 24-inch bar. They sell it with the 24-inch bar. I know it's not optimal, but that's what I'm going to do. So $75 for the saw. Fixed it and got it running, no problem. For the bar and chain from Duke's, I want to say it was like $54. So, you know, all in, I'm like $125 into this saw. So now I have the CS590, actually, which is, looks like it's leaking oil. That's too much oil, not sure why it's doing that. I got this MS291 and I got this old Chinese Homdox that I will try to sell. But pardon the mess here. I've also got 2 snow blowers that I've been working on. Carb rebuild on that one. Brand new carb for this one that I got to put on tonight. Been duck hunting. So it's been busy. So anyway, hopefully I can get a few more videos out. I'm going to get working on this stuff. But I appreciate you guys. And I'll get this bar on this saw and show you what it looks like. So that was my first time cutting with it, and the chain's already pretty loose, so I'm going to tighten that up. And it didn't seem to be oiling that well, so I'm going to make some adjustments there before I burn anything up. So we'll see how it goes. It's not hot. I don't know if I have a screwdriver with me. See if I can first tighten that chain up. So there may be another problem because it is gushing out of the clutch in the bottom, but yet I can't see it coming off the chain on the wood. And that's a problem. All right, big log, 32 inches wide in diameter. You can see it's got a little dirt in there. That's not good for the saw. It's cutting okay. The chips aren't bad. I think it's holding up all right. Doesn't feel hot. A little bit of discoloration there though. I don't remember if that's how the chain looked or not. You can see. So it doesn't feel like it's warm. But you can see the brown down here. I don't feel like it's getting enough oil. Actually, all these rivets kind of seem dark, like they're burning a little bit. So I gotta figure out the oiling. Having a hard time getting on this side because it's tucked in so tight to this other tree or a branch, which that was gonna be hard to cut and split. It's probably more waste, but got a few big ones here.